So, Spencer.
I just want you to know, Spencer, that I'm not planning on playing my character particularly horny. I think that there are other characters that I could do that with, but this guy is a literal robot, so I don't know.
Well, no, it's good for me if what's good for me is good for me. I cannot wait to talk about Aranus and how his send off is going to be. Well.
You'll see. All right.
I wasn't in the last session, so I can't even do the recap.
Even more so why it's going to be so fun to talk about Aranus. All right, let's
So
do it.
whoever gets high, the highest does the recap.
I got a 13.
I got
Give me
a
a sec.
9.
Prove
I got a
it.
9.
Prove it, guys. All right, fine.
All right, I can tilt my camera down.
All right, you ready for this? This is how you do a recap. All right. We just slayed demons. We went into a spa in the middle of nowhere where we found gnomes that were sort of ushering us in. They weren't ushering us in, but they were letting us go in for a certain price if we wanted to relax. So we went in. Half the group decided to go steal and do a sort of Ocean's 11-esque type search. They were searching for the loot, and they wanted to go about it being quiet. The other group, Buddhabot and I am playing Callie. We went to enjoy a bubble bath together. I played Aranus, Sprock played Sprock, and Ignis played Ignis for the remainder of that session, searching the spa for any type of treasure. When we got to the bottom, we found a room. In that room was a weird portal and weird cultists putting demons that they sucked out of the portal into cages. Ignis decided that he would open the cages and let the demons out to sort of create a distraction while he went around to steal the loot. And Sprock and I put on our cultist gowns and joined the group singing ba da 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 da. I think that's what it was called.
Yada.
Yeah, diada. Anyway, we tricked them for a little bit, and then they found out we were we. There wasn't a big fight, but your boy Ignis decided to jump into the portal and kind of got stuck in there. He came back, but he saw like a very bad guy, demon of sorts. That was it. That's what I got.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Didn't we make it back upstairs or no?
Yeah, you guys did.
Oh, then we went upstairs.
But
right.
So your cover was blown because Sprock walked into the center of the room and yelled out in Common. Does anyone speak Common?
Oh yeah, I was right. I remember that.
Which is subtle, definitely.
And yeah, Ignis ran through onto the other side and came back and got stuck in the bubble. After you guys were found out, you made a deal with forgot their name, Jacqueline Beaumont, to deliver a letter to the Titan Tamer Tower.
That's right.
And you both gave a little bit of blood to Josephine as part of the deal. You guys
Does that
went
make it a
back
blood
up.
oath?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what comes of that if it comes to that.
All right.
You guys head upstairs, open up the letter, and read a letter to evil Titan Tamer saying that the new recruits are doing well. The next batch is ready. The portal is stable. It's like a progress report and update. And Callie was, she did her full spa treatment. She got her massage. She was just about to go into her mud bath. Booter, you are sitting in a chair overlooking the spa, overlooking Callie while she is going through this this bath. Would you have any sort of drinks, food or beverage, or anything to enjoy while you would be waiting and watching?
I had the tea.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah,
I just
Buddha
had
bought it.
tea here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tea. Okay. You could make any request, and what's his name? Brandon Borgenine would be happy to fulfill those requests. And around this time, uh, Booter, you're sitting enjoying your tea, and you see Brandon come over and tap you on the shoulder. Hold on, let me pull this up. Where'd it go? Yes, the merchant for the shop, the owner, Mr. Springer, he is available in the shop if you would like to purchase anything. Oh wait, what are the gnomes' accent?
French.
No, that's not the gnomes.
Oh yeah.
What they are.
Oh, they were Italian, but not like not. They were Italian, but not Brooklyn. They were like arrivederci.
Like
Yes.
we
Yeah.
can get the Mr. Springer to the shop so you can buy some items. And you'll see Aranis and Sprock wandering in. Ah, yes, Mr. Weird face. Whatever your name is, apologies. The Mr. Springer is in the shop if you would like to buy anything. I do not know how long he will be there. That is a terrible accent. I apologize to everyone who has heard that.
You gotta like have your voice kind of oscillate back and forth, like he's there, like up and down
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's me, Mario.
Yes, exactly. Maybe more like yeah. Never mind.
So, right this way.
Yeah, there you go. That's an improvement.
He will point over towards the little shop area, and you see what looks like an older gentleman, fairly well kept and trimmed beard, and not short hair, but a little flow in the hair. Some nice, clean black and gold robes on. Just standing behind a counter, looking through a little booklet. And you guys are able to approach if you'd want. Callie, you do see Booter standing up and talking to the gnome while you're floating on your back in the mud.
Who's with me? Is this
Yeah.
just me?
You would be in the
Well, no,
waiting
you're
room.
you're in. Yeah, I was gonna say you're not with me because you're in the bath and I'm not, right?
Sprock and Aranis would have just arrived upstairs.
Can we hear them? Do we know it's time to go? Is what I'm asking.
Well,
Like, do we know? Like, did my? Let me rephrase that. Did my session end? Did my session? Was there anything to hint towards my spa treatment ending? Like, are they ushering us out? Or are they?
No. You can still. All
right, so I'm gonna
continue
relax.
your spa treatment as long as you will want to.
All right, Buddhabot. I'm gonna just relax until told otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Well, Callie, while you're relaxing, I'm gonna make you play Aranis again.
Yes.
So, okay, so
no
it's
problem.
me, Sprock and Aranis are all are all together? Is that what's
Yes,
going on?
you guys are back together in the waiting room lobby area of this spa resort. Brandon Borchenine said that the shop is open now. The owner is here and can take care of any purchases.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? I guess we
I
can
don't
Or-
feel like
check
I
it
need
out.
I don't have anything I need to buy at the moment.
I would, as Aranis, I would like to look and see what the most valuable items are.
Okay. You are able to walk over and you see this figure there. They see you approach and fold up their book and place it underneath the counter. Yes, welcome. My name is Mr. Springer. Welcome to the what the hell's the name of the spa?
The dragon.
Yeah, the whatever long ass name. The Dragon Spa. Somewhere I lost it. Uh, I do have a number of items. You see, as you're walking through, just some generic items, some kits, some like first aid kits and rations and water skins and climbing gear. You do see behind the counter or underneath the glass in the counter a little monocle, like a pimp hat, and a flute. Beautiful little flute. Behind him, up on the wall, you see a cane, a bow, a pair of shoes, and where would this be? Yeah, in the case, you also see a little doll.
Is there anything I can? Oh, you know what? I can use Mage Hand, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to distract the guy, and I want to use Mage Hand to try to get the doll.
From inside
and,
the cabinet?
yeah.
Okay.
So can Mage Hand unlock the cabinet?
You can yeah, you can try and lockpick it.
Okay.
Dice
I'm going to perform for this
So-
guy. I'm going to convince him.
Let me describe what you see.
Okay.
So yeah, you see the monocle. It looks very shiny. Has a little gold chain extending from it, and he'll has a little tag that says Magic Monocle. There's a hat for that pimp hat. There's another little tag that says Chameleon. For the flute, it says Terror, and the doll you see is an Elithid doll, little Mind Flayer doll.
Ooh.
The shoes are like glittery red high heels. And the bow is, which one is it? Yeah, the bow looks like a normal bow, but there looks like to be little dots all over the wooden handle part of the bow. It's a long bow.
I guess.
So you're gonna try and
Okay.
break into the cabinet with a mage hand?
Is that all everything that's in there?
That's the prominent things that you see.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to break into.
Yeah, you do see like rations and like
the
climbing gear.
I want to try to do two things. I want to try to convince this guy to stay locked. Where's the cabinet? Below him or behind him?
Yeah, so there's a cabinet and he's standing directly behind it.
Okay. So I want
And
to
then there's stuff on the wall above.
I want to get him to keep his eyes like on me, locked in my eyes by what I
Yeah.
say, so like a
Okay.
performance. And I want to
Cool.
use knowing that I would like to take the stuff.
Okay. So you're gonna need a couple rolls. You're gonna need so you're trying to distract him.
Yeah.
So a persuasion
Hmm.
to try and encourage him to like stay looking at you the whole time. And then you're gonna need a sleight of hand.
Okay, so persuasion
Yes.
is a 10,
Okay.
but I'm going to use my luck,
Okay.
Well,
which
I was also gonna say I can inspire you for +3
ooh,
if it's a check.
oh,
With wait for it, Flash of Genius.
wow.
Do you
Okay.
want that?
So what
Would you
happens with
like to
that?
be inspired?
I
I give
do.
you +3. That's so you get +3 on your roll.
And what's
So
the?
it was
I already rolled a 9, so that's gonna be horrible. But I can use my luck, and that gives me what to it?
you
Another.
re-roll it. You re-roll.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll
Yes.
wait to do this until you actually
All right,
do the
I'm
thing.
re-rolling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it gives me. So I rolled a 12, which gives me a 13.
And then I give you +3, so that's a 16.
Hey.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
looking reasonable.
So I'm gonna say,
All right.
dear. What was your name again?
Mr. Springer.
Mr. Springer. Thank you so much for bringing us to
You
this
can call me
divine
Jerry.
Jerry. Even better. Love. What a beautiful name that is. What an awesome name. You know, I knew a Jerry back home. Great guy.
Jerry.
Thank you for bringing us to the divine rejuvenation and oasis nest here in the mountains.
Full point.
um, I'd like to ask you a couple questions, if you don't mind, about the happenings downstairs. And as I go forward and start talking about the cultists, I'd like to use my hand
Okay.
to pick the
Okay.
lock.
So as you start to talk about the cultists, he stands up and gets a little bit nervous. You can tell from his body language and sort of steps back from the counter a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you roll me your sleight of hand and stealth. I'll say your stealth is going to be at disadvantage because he is directly there.
All right, so stealth is a 21 with disadvantage.
Okay.
And
That is absurd.
yeah. And what was the other thing? Oh,
Sleight of hand.
Oh, 15.
Okay. I did Brandon inform you, and he's peeking out towards the hall. I, the, that was supposed to be a restricted area. How did you obtain access to the vault?
We were looking for the bathroom and got lost. It was a simple mistake. But what's going on down there? You and Brandon seem like trustworthy people.
Well, that's something a deal that my partner arranged. It's not one I like to think about too much. It's a little chaotic and annoying if you understand.
We do. We do.
I'd recommend to avoid them if at all possible. If you leave them alone, they leave you alone. They stay to themselves. You don't really see them or hear of them often. So enjoy the spa. Have you been to the spa yet? You look like you could use a nice mud soak.
Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and pass, but how many have I been able to?
So you're trying to get the doll?
Yeah. But I mean, if it's all in there, I take what I can get. But I do understand.
So roll me. Here, let me pull this up. I like where you're thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4 things in the cabinet. are
Okay.
important. Roll me a d4 and see what you pull out.
Let's go, baby. How's a 3?
A 3.
Yeah.
So as you are talking to Mr. Springer, you break down his tough exterior and are chatting, and then you reach behind you and feel something long, metal, and cold in your hand. A little flute pops into your hands that you have been able to steal.
Nice.
Okay. Um, does anyone want to look at anything or have any
I
questions?
mean, I guess what do you have for sale, sir?
Oh,
I figure I see Aranis's mage hand in the background. I figure we should keep him distracted, so
okay.
I just start asking questions.
All right. Well, this magic monocle allows you to identify items with it. This hat here allows you to change your appearance as much as you would like. This cane, and he takes the cane, twirls it around. You press this button right here. It presses the button and pulls out a cane rapier, and then puts it back in. Clicks the button, and you see where um, the scabbard and the handle were attached is no longer a seam there. It's like magically reappeared. And he looks around, looking for the flute, confused of where to find it. Picks up a doll. This is a nice, fluffy, squishy doll. Helps you feel safe uh, in times of need. You can not be scared occasionally. These shoes, they give you some skills and some moves. Uh, you can
Dance moves? What kind of moves
oh
are you
yeah,
talking
some b-ball skills and some dancing skills. So you
about? Oh
can
wow, Air Jordans out here. That's crazy.
yeah. So essentially, once a day you can for 10 minutes increase your jumping distance and gain a bonus to your acrobatics, or at any point you can moonwalk, which means your movement speed is quartered. You can only move in a straight line, but you have advantage on stealth and deception checks from being seen, even if it's in direct line of sight of someone looking at you. So
I
you
know.
can just like moonwalk through a room
I feel like that
quietly.
is, yeah, those are good.
What was
And
the
this
first one? Sorry,
How
one
much
more
for the
time.
hat?
Yeah, the
How much
hat.
for the
That's what it
hat?
was. The hat.
the hat 2,500 gold pieces.
Here you go. Just kidding. I, um,
Well, I mean, I
If
think
only
this is
you
a
knew
very useful
someone
thing.
with a bunch of necklaces of
Well, yeah,
Aaron's gonna start
isn't
selling his
he?
necklaces right
yeah.
now.
do you happen to have anything in your pockets that you would want to trade for any of these items?
Aranis does. I do. Here is a Horned Berserker. How much did I get for
Oh,
this?
I will trade you 1-to-1 this hat of chameleon, a hat of disguise for that horn of berserker.
No. How about all of it?
How about you turn around and walk out of my shop?
Huh.
Mm,
Wow.
you know what? Fair trade. Let's go back to the first one.
Yeah.
Here.
I step in. I say,
Let's
my friend here loves to bargain, but we don't mean to insult you, sir, Mister
No,
Springer.
no, of course not. And he'll pull out the doll. Um, let's talk about a deal. I understand that horn looks very valuable, very useful. Um, Here, this hat, he'll put it on and spin it around. I know it looks very stylish. Here, you should try it on. Um, And this doll, oh, it looks very similar to you. And he'll hold it up and look at the doll and then look at Sprock. And Sprock, Booter, and Aranis, roll me a perception check.
Okay, let's do it.
19.
Okay.
29.
Okay.
Of course, I roll well with like the guy who's gonna die.
Hey, spoilers.
Or
I don't know what you're talking about.
is he gonna die? I hope so.
I rolled
Wait.
a 20, dirty
Is
20.
is
Okay.
Callie still? So my character is
You're
she's just
floating
chilling.
You're still in the back, dude.
Okay, all
You're
right.
chilling.
That's fine. Just wanted to know. Make sure she's not.
It's kind of like how Mike Myers, he's Dr. Evil and Austin Powers, but
Mhm.
But
they're
but
not
in this
doing
case,
everything at the same time.
but in this case, Callie is fat bastard. Or
I think so.
okay.
So Aranis and Booter, you see this doll that he pulls up. It's a rather old, looks kind of worn. You can see it has a little tattered tag hanging off of it. Sprock, you can see a name on that tag with your ridiculous 29. You see the name Quimby.
Quimby.
Maybe? Is
Yeah.
that a name we recognize?
That's a name that Sprock might recognize. A name of a parent.
Yeah. Was it in the hat?
No, this is on the doll. On
the
the Mind Flayer doll. A little Mind Flayer doll with a tag with the name Quimby on it.
All right, I'm gonna ask him where he got it.
Oh, a man near just under 100 years ago was traveling through these mountains and traded it for stay at the spa here. He was desperate to get out of the weather, and the last possession he had. Yeah, I didn't really say much. It has some magic to it. I can sense it, but it's nothing fancy.
How much are you selling that for?
Oh well, I was thinking I could probably throw this in with the hat for the horn if that would work out for you all. Because that horn I have a use for.
Is Aranis' horn?
Yeah, the horn of Berserker.
Sure.
Sure, I'm in. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, deal. Arrangements, signs here. Here is your doll and your hat. Is there anything else that might interest you?
I don't know if there's anything else interesting.
I mean,
So
he
you have
mentioned the
a
monocle identifies items. How
yeah.
do we
So
do
you
that?
can
Like, we've never identified anything up until this point.
So yeah, you can identify an item. You have 3 charges, and you can use all 3 charges to identify something, or you can use 1 charge to use the spell Detect Magic. And those get reset every day. So you can identify an item once per day if you wanted for that. But that's if there's some random crap that we don't know what it is that we picked up.
Like the flute that says terror on it?
Yeah. He will tell you, like, the stuff that you buy here, he will you'll know what it is. Because
Okay.
he will have used this monocle on all of these items.
I stole the flute.
Yes.
But so can I ask him, hey,
you
what
don't know
used
what
to,
it is.
hey, what used to be there where the sign says terror?
Oh, there was an instrument.
This is Crosby. Crosby failed a deck save, causing him to get smashed by a giant alchemist in the Shadowhide realm. Don't be a Crosby. Roll high and subscribe.
I don't remember when. I'll have to talk. Brandon, did you sell the flute? Uh, oh,
Pointing it out
it's
right
a
in front of him.
no. I did not sell the flute. That's awful. I apologize. Again.
No, I did not just sell it. That's good. That was good. Lo. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the monocle. There's the cane sword. The fancy bow. That's a bow that does a bunch of extra damage that you can add poison to. And your dancing shoes. Dancing shoes they'd want 10,000 gold for.
Do you? I'm just curious. Have any way of freeing someone from demonic imprisonment?
Unfortunately, I do not possess the magic to do something like that. That sounds like you need a priest or a cleric or a paladin.
Or an exorcist.
Yes. And Sprock, you say that. You go to telepathically say that, and the doll that you're holding speaks. Like you see the little tentacles wiggle on the doll, and you hear in what you believe is your voice in common say what you said.
What the? This doll just talk?
You hear the doll saying, "What the fuck did this doll just talk?"
And I'm going to say, yes, it did just talk. Sprock, say something that
It's speaking my thoughts.
say something that only we would know, so I know it's not a trick.
I'm telling you that it's talking my thoughts. I don't think it's a trick.
That's weird. That's really weird. Booterbot, it might be a trick. just kidding.
I'll tell you a little story about a big green guy in a bar.
Done. That's good. What did you say?
I feel like we've concluded our business here. Is there any other things that
No.
we should be talking about?
I mean, we can ask this guy. He doesn't know. He doesn't know why. Has this doll ever talked before?
Sprock, roll me a wisdom ability check. So just a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Well, I can't just click on wisdom.
Just roll a d20. And then add, I think you're what, +5?
4.
+4?
So it's 12.
12? Okay. So as you're talking or you're thinking and you're hearing the speech come out, you could sense a little bit of control, and you notice that it's not saying every word that you're thinking. That you are able to express a little bit of control to filter what gets sent to the doll to speak and what you actually think. And you get a sense that if
we haven't left the store, right?
You can leave the store if you want.
No, but we haven't.
No, you haven't. No.
I'm gonna ask the shopkeeper if this doll's ever spoken before.
You are actually the first person to ask about this doll in the 90-some years that I've had it here.
And it never spoke while it was sitting on the shelf?
Never once to me, no. I just kept it there because I thought it looked cute. But I guess everyone else was freaked out by it. And I know there's a couple little kids that would squeal when they saw it, but
now I'm freaked out by it. But now I own it, so
Well, I can buy it back from you if you would like.
Fuck no.
No, I feel like there's a reason why you got it.
I'm strapping this doll to my chest right now.
Hey,
Interesting.
hold on,
All
hold on.
right, baby on board.
Yeah, a little additional parting favor from the resort here, and he'll look around, find a little a baby wrap, and start hold the doll right here, and start wrapping, doing a little baby carry wrap for you with the Elithid doll
Nice.
on the house.
All
On
right.
the house.
Can Kali get out of her tub and
Yeah. You
and join
would have
you?
seen Booter and Brandon and everyone else walk away from the wall.
Okay.
You didn't
Kali's
have time to get cleaned up.
so just imagine Kali's been just putting on her heavy gear, her heavy armor. That's why it's taken her.
Okay.
She opens the door. She comes out. What does she smell like? Like she's just been
Well, did she shower? Because you need to get the mud off of you.
well, elephants,
So while you were getting cleaned up, you came out of the mud, and it wasn't so much of a shower, but a squeegee. There's like this big stick that just scraped all the mud off of your body. And then they used a lot of magic to prestidigitation the excess mud out of all of the many, many, many folds and crevices of Cali.
Maybe
they'll help you put your arbor on.
Does she just smell like rock? Like a good rock, like a clean, like porcelain, like a clean marble, whatever that smells like.
Just like any good car wash, you get your choice of scents.
Oh, nice.
So what aroma would Cali like for them to partake?
Black licorice.
So you smell black licorice wafting from every opening in Cali's armor. It's like from the neck, from the arms, from the armpits. It's just this ooze of sweet black licorice.
Cali's gonna come out stinking weird, and she's gonna come over and say, "What are we doing, guys? Are we thinking about?" Or she's gonna in her beautiful stench. She's gonna say, "What are these shoes?"
Which shoes?
The
high heels?
Yes.
Oh, these are very fancy dancing shoes. They can allow you to jump and twirl, and they can allow you to slide undetected.
Simpson? Do you have any allegiance? That's okay. I apologize.
Jerry is fine. Just call me Jerry.
Jerry, do you have any allegiance with King Lololo?
Everyone out in Trigar, they pay when we trade, but it's crazy out here in the mountains. They don't provide any protection for us, but I always here to provide service and assistance to them if they need it.
I need these shoes, so here's how much money did you say this was?
10,000 gold pieces for these fancy dancing shoes.
She's gonna open up her armor plate and reach inside her whatever, and I don't know how much is in that bag though.
Okay, roll me a D. A D5. I'll give you a chance here. Roll me a D15,000.
Wow.
Boy.
To see how much savings. This is like Cali's life retirement savings that she didn't trust anyone else, so she's kept it on her this whole time.
15,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Spencer's
roll a D15 is what you're telling me to do.
Sure.
All right. I got a. Wait, there we go. I got a 13.
13. So
Then I'll
you
roll
put
a
the
d1.
whole you put the whole pouch on it.
Sure.
He'll take. Oh well, this is more than enough. All is this a tip as well?
Yeah. You know what?
Thank you.
Black licorice is my best, my favorite.
Thank you
Love
very
it.
much. What is your name? You smell quite lovely. this
Callie.
evening.
Callie.
Callie, that is my favorite scent as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Would you like me to help you with these shoes?
No, I got them. Actually, you know what? Yes, actually, yeah. Put them on.
Okay. Yeah, it would take a few moments. Brandon, and he'll clap his hands. Chop, chop. Can you get the recliner? The extra wide recliner? And you'll see him roll over like a little 0G chair. And Jerry Springer will take the time to slowly adjust these roll me a D8, Spencer. See how high these heels are.
2.
So not crazy of 2-inch heels. But your foot overhangs about 3 inches on either side of this heel.
It's uncomfortable.
It's like, extremely uncomfortable. But I'll send you the stat block for this in a moment. You can now moonwalk and
That's why I got it.
jump really far.
Yeah, I wanted to moonwalk. The elephant moonwalk.
Yeah.
Elephant walk. We all know what the elephant walk is, Chris. Right, Jake?
You're excited.
But
excited for
have
the
you ever?
elephant moonwalk?
Yeah, have you ever elephant moonwalked with someone? It'll get funnier.
Sir, do you have any diamonds that are used to revive people?
Actually, and he'll look around. Are you with the syndicate?
No.
He'll look at each of you.
What is the syndicate?
Okay, fair enough. Good answers. How many and of what quality do you need? And you can see when you start talking about these diamonds that Jerry's eye color starts to change. There starts to be a little bit more red and orange that begins to swirl a little bit in the iris. His chin begins to get a little pointier, ears a little pointier as well. So,
Are we seeing this guy morph? Is that what's happening?
and you see him, his features change a little bit. So, which diamonds are you looking for?
The kind used to revive people.
How?
Revivify? Like a revivified
Three-
diamond?
Revivify?
3, 5, 1,000, 10,000, 25,000.
Is that what he's... What about this?
How much do you need? Revivify is 300. Raise Dead is 500.
300 diamonds?
No, 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds
Oh,
for Revivify.
I don't know. Maybe it's crazy. I think we should get like, I don't know, 900 or 1,500 worth, right? 3 to 5 reses. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's practical.
You can get 500 gold just for if someone dies through a combat. You can bring it back. And then 300, so that would be 1,400 worth. With the tip from your beautifully scented elegant, graceful companion here. These can be covered from that excess gold from the.
I will not take one. Because I know that when I die, it's because I died. But if you
Well,
gentlemen would like for me to bring you back, because of God forbid, please take them. And thank you so much
Sure.
for accommodating us. I smell fantastic.
happily.
And my shoes hurt. But I kind of like them as I moonwalk a little bit around the place.
He'll put 4 ring boxes out on the counter for you. There's one that's a little bit bigger than the other 3, but he'll give you all those diamonds in ring form.
Okay, I'll take
Not
them.
just loose diamonds. Yeah. Okay. So you have
A ring form.
is there anything else you might need?
Yes. Tell us where Titan Tamer Tower is.
Yes, that is in the town of Disol. It is a mere 2 days travel east from here. You are lucky you are in the one area of the Wandamans that does not wander. So, I almost forgot, and he'll reach under the counter and hand you a card, and each of you a little card, and on it says the name of the spa, and I'm forgetting what it is again. And on the other side,
the wait for it. It's the Divine Rejuvenation and Oasis Nest.
And says frequent shopper. This will get you back here when you need it. It will allow you to not wander within these mountains.
The cards?
So here, the card, yep.
Excellent.
You will know how to use them when you need to. And if there's any other questions, Titan Tamer Tower, yes, 2 days east. Be very cautious about how you speak to Mr. Titan Tamer. He can be a little short with people.
Okay. Thank you for the tips.
Of course. Anything else I can do for you? I believe Brandon said that you all was interested in these items, so I'm glad I was able to get up here. Would you all like a drink?
Sure.
Fetas, Brandon! He'll wave his hand, and you see Brandon Borchenine. Yes, I will go to an Indian accent. Yes, I will go and get you some lemonade and iced tea.
Brandon.
All right, so yeah, you guys are able to hang out and drink with Jerry Springer. He can answer any other questions that you might have about the mountains or this area, depending on the question. But approximately,
yeah,
go ahead.
I say let's get the fuck out of here.
So,
well, we need to. Yeah, I think we can leave this conversation, and then we should talk amongst ourselves about what we should do next.
Okay. Someone roll me a d4.
Jake.
I'm on it.
You and your doll.
Wait, that's not D4. That's D6. D4. 3.
3. Okay. So this shopping, I would say this whole interaction would take about an hour. What do you guys... And then you would sit, have some beverages. About how long would you hang out with Jerry and drink?
I don't know, but what do you guys think? Like another hour of just drinking and whatever?
Yeah.
Well, is Callie going to offer to go into the back room with him?
To do a laugher.
to do whatever.
To do,
So what are you guys
Oh,
doing?
I get serviced. Okay, whatever it is that happens, I get serviced. That's how
So
Callie. That's how Callie rolls.
what are you guys doing next?
I think we'll walk. What do you guys think? Would you like to try to walk to Mount Titan Tamer?
Well, wait. We have a whole guy that we're leaving behind. I don't think we should like leave until we get Ignis out, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure we can get him out. Not sure we can get him out. Should we
Gotta be something.
inquire with?
Brock, roll
Yeah.
me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving. 4.
4, okay. Throughout this conversation, there are moments where it feels like you've like dozed off, but you were still focused in the conversation. Like a couple moments here or there that feels like you've lost. So something feels off. You can continue doing what you guys are doing.
Something feels off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Off about
Like I
What?
transported somewhere? I don't know.
No, it's like there during this conversation, like you ate something or you took something that is hitting you a little hard. Like there's moments that you don't remember from the past like 10 minutes
Like
or this past hour of the conversation. There's like little snippets that are just gone from your thoughts. Your memory.
Like I'm high.
Yeah,
Do I also have that, or is that just Sprock?
just Sprock.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
so
I guess we
mean,
either
I
choose
still-
whether we're
yeah.
abandoning Hammer.
Ignis?
Yeah.
I don't think we should abandon him because I don't think we have a plan to get him back if we leave this place, right? Like
I think
I don't know.
I think there's a plan. There's a will. There's a way.
Yeah, I don't know. He
Well,
went
then-
for the portal. That means that it doesn't necessarily need to reopen to get him back here. And I don't know.
I mean, he tried to come out, but he couldn't last time. I
Leave it up to
think
you guys.
I think we leave him. Come back.
Okay.
We can always come back with these cards. Yeah.
Whether Ignis is alive when you get back.
It's also true.
Whether Ignis is still alive now. After 2 hours, 2+ hours.
I
guess we don't even know.
Yeah, and we would.
I could break out my cubic gate and see if it gets us there. That would really fuck up this evening.
Wait, Sprock, do you
Do it.
have
Do it.
message?
Do I have message?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
What
Or
is that
sending.
cubic? What's that cubic gate?
It's a cube about 3 inches across. It radiates palpable magical energy.
Love it.
6 sides of the
Oh,
cube are
Jesus.
each keyed to different planes of existence. One of which is the material plane, and the other sides are linked to the planes determined by the GM.
I like that.
Oh, God.
I can use an action to press one side of the cube to cast the gate spell with it, opening a portal to a plane keyed to that side. Alternatively, if I use an action to press one side twice, I can cast that plane shift spell with a save of DC 17, and with the cube, transport the targets to the plane keyed on that side.
Chris, there's a list.
So-
There's a table for this that I
So
have.
I have a question for you, Sprock.
Yeah.
What is your like pie in the sky dream of what happened with this cube? Like, are you just looking for chaos, or does Sprock like have some like maybe this would create an opening into that
one of
portal?
those planes would go to the same plane Aranis is in. But I need to start using this thing, because I guess I should probably use it more to just send people I don't want here other places.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you mean? Oh, you mean Ignis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ignis is still on the plane that you are on.
He is on the material plane. It's just,
Yes, he's on the material plane, just in a force field that's protecting a portal that connects to the third layer of the abyss.
got it. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's been through worse.
He's been to hell.
weren't
Ignis
we
has
headed-
been to hell and back and lit their cigarettes on the flames.
Yeah. Wasn't there somewhere we were heading before we made this pit stop at the spa?
Yeah, we were.
Yes.
Let's go to Titan Tamer Tower. Let's deliver this message. Let's find our Requiem for a Dream. No, our reverse reverse pandemonium. No, revert. What are we looking for, guys?
Oh shoot!
Server crash. That's okay.
The cool point is on the line for whoever gets this.
I definitely wrote this down. God damn,
Quick,
I don't even know what to
Somebody
search
bring up
for.
the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Oh.
seriously.
Did you guys just lose the server?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I popped it back on though.
Spencer, you were close. You were very close.
It's reverse Imodium. Damn it.
Nope.
It's Total Recall, but it's the opposite. So it's reverse. No,
So
partial amnesia. Let's go, baby.
Partial
There you
amnesia,
go.
There we go.
Cool point. Cool point.
Hey, I'm getting cool points up
What is the
up the
significance
wazoo
of
here.
Partial amnesia tool again?
That is the tool.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead, Spencer.
That is the tool that is going to help us take the shards of elements that we find, like the skulls, and shove them back into our nose, maybe. Like reverse Total Recall style, that Stag is working on figuring out how to operate. So we're going to pick the item up, which is an old ass relic, and Stag is sort of learning how to use it back at Trigard. With hopes of,
Got it.
theoretically, with hopes of shoving the green skull up his nose. Or elsewhere, Jake. Don't worry, you can options open for you.
I'm so worried.
You know, yeah. There's a little butt play there.
Really?
Maybe.
We didn't pick up on it. Okay,
Listen.
so you guys are able to have your butt play.
Nice.
And eat it too?
Yes, very much so.
Ah.
So are you guys did pay for rooms for the night? Do you want to stay for the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do anything with that cube?
With what?
The
With
answer
the cube, your cubic gate.
maybe not, Chris.
Yeah, not right now. Maybe, you never know.
I'm gonna
Well-
tell Aranis that he should stand guard outside the door.
Sprock, Roll me a charisma saving throw.
That didn't work well last time.
This is Rena. Rena rolled low during death saves and didn't get healed by his group. Don't be a Rena. Roll high and subscribe.
9. Better.
Okay. So as you guys are having this conversation, you don't get the moments of memory loss, but there are moments when it feels like you don't know why you're turning your head or moving your arm, but you're still doing it anyway. And roll me an insight check.
Does it feel like?
Where is the doll? Is it still strapped to my chest?
Yes,
But hold on, is it everyone or is it just Jake?
it's just Jake.
Hmm. And can I perceive as to whether or not I see
Excuse me,
Jake?
we need to clarify it is Sprock.
Yeah.
It is Sprock.
Can I
Yes.
can I see that Sprock
Fair.
is having issues? Am I able to perceive that, or no? He's just in his mind, sort of.
Well, Sprock, roll me an insight. Roll me that insight. We'll see.
Insight?
Yeah, an insight check.
15.
15. Okay. Callie, roll me perception. Or Buddha, roll me perception too.
That's
Okay.
not gonna be enough.
So Buddha, you can sense that these things are happening, but you can't really.
I got a 22 perception.
I got 11.
You can't tell why, but it seems to be that your eyes are following Aranis, and that the movements that you don't recognize are ones that would put you to be walking behind Aranis, sort of like tracking him a little bit. Kali, you don't notice anything. Booter, you can see like some awkward steps from Sprock, but he's floating and a mind flayer, so however much you want to take into Sprock looking a little weird.
I make a mental note of it, but otherwise don't do anything at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, I do eat brains.
It's true.
So whatever the level of weird is you're shooting for, I got to be acting pretty weird to be looking weird.
Right.
Someone roll me a d20 for Aranis.
I'm gonna roll this one.
Tell me, God, if you guys are lining up for me to kill Aranis.
Nope.
19.
19. Okay. What's his charisma save bonus?
Oh boy. His charisma save bonus is a 1. Plus 1.
+1, so a
Mhm.
dirty 20, flaccid 20. Okay. So Sprock, you feel like you're walking, and at a spot on your chest above where this doll is, like almost near your throat, it feels like something is pulling you forward from there. Like you have a necklace on it and someone's pulling that necklace. And from your throat, everyone else sees this like this bone chain protruding out and just barely misses Aranis. Sprock, roll me another charisma save.
Okay.
Fuck is going on here? Do I know what spider silk looks like?
5.
You would, Kali would. Okay. As this bone whip is protruding from your body, you start to float up even higher. Think of Stranger Things when the people are floating up in the air. You start to float up, and this bone chain whip is extending from you, whipping at Aranis. And possessions that you are holding start to fall off of you. The doll falls off. Your bag, whatever you're holding falls to the ground. You're only about 5 feet off the air.
I'd like to do good and evil
Okay.
My
Your divine sense.
detect good and evil.
Okay. You can sense a whole lot of evil in that bone. In that bone whip. Like you sense it starts precisely at the chest, where it comes out, like that little opening.
It's not the
But
doll,
nothing
though.
in Sprock. It's not the doll. The doll does not seem good or evil.
I'm gonna say, Sprock, put that whip down. There's something weird about it.
I'm obviously not going to react.
Would Aranis be doing
I
anything?
Aranis would probably be like, Sprock, no, what's going on? I don't know.
I'm just watching this concerned, and I go put myself between the bone whip and Aranis.
Okay. Sprock, roll me another charisma save.
He's 19.
Okay. Someone roll a charisma save for Aranis.
Oh God, here we go.
Booter and Kali, roll me a wisdom save against being frightened, if you have anything for that.
Natural 20.
Oh wait, a save.
Okay.
Oh, save. Hold on.
Yes.
16.
For you, that was your wisdom save.
Yeah.
Can you roll me an
For
Aranis?
Aranis.
Chris. Yeah,
Yeah,
Aranis
it's just
charisma
it's
save.
just a +1. Wow, it's a 6.
Yeah. 6. Okay.
So it's a 5.
So-
But that plus a 1 is a 6.
Okay. So. Had a sip of tea and had to wait for the burp to come up. So, Sprock,
I thought you were going to be like, this is bad for all of you. You're all about to die.
Yeah.
well,
Let me
it
make
is
this the
bad.
most enjoyable. Yeah, let's go.
So you're floating there. You could feel another like protrusion, a place in your body starting to pull forward, but you can sense you know how magic feels in your body, and you grit down and you focus and you resist whatever that was from pulling out.
Whoa.
This whip bone starts flailing around. Booterbot, this does not scare you one bit. Hallie, you've seen much worse and much crazier stuff
It's
than
true.
this.
It's true.
I get to roll an attack on Aranis. And he's going to have cover because Booter, you're in the way. Spencer, what's Aranis' AC?
15.
15. So +5 would put him to 20, and a 22 hits. Okay.
Can I use
So-
Sentinel attack to attack?
Yeah, attack
this guy?
attack this whip. Go for it.
Yep. So I'll do that with my Thunder Gauntlets, naturally.
Okay.
And it's a dirty 20 to hit.
All right, that hit
And
that will hit the whip.
And then 8 damage.
Okay. Alrighty. So as this whip comes around, whipping around you, trying to poke at Aranis, you turn and you punch it. You see a little vibration ripple through, like a little sparky charge being held around this bone whip. But the part that hits Aranis pierces through his shoulder. And you can see, Kali, you're on the other side of him. You see the point poke through, and then spines flare out to the side like barbs. And Aranis is going to take 12, 16 plus 16 plus 15 is 31. It's going to take 31 piercing damage.
Jeez.
And he is grappled by this whip.
Zeus. All right.
And what are you all doing?
So we have a possessed guys. This thing is
Wait,
possessed.
protruding from me, right?
It is protruding from you, and Sprock, with that last charisma save as a 17, you are now conscious. You are not being controlled by this thing. You can do stuff.
Wait, but I'm connected to it?
No, it's coming from you. You are floating in the air. You don't know how you're floating. And this bone whip is being protruded from just below your throat.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can do much.
A bone whip?
Yeah.
What the hell is a bone whip?
So think of like a dinosaur tail.
Yeah.
And like the long skeleton that goes all the way up. If you
Yeah.
like grab the vertebrae.
That's coming out of Sprock?
That's coming out of like a darkened.
Yeah, now
portal
you're
in his
understanding
throat.
what's happening
Okay,
in the
so
room.
can I cut that off?
You can try.
Interesting.
Famous
Sprock.
last words.
Hold on one second, but Sprock didn't take any damage from when Booterbot did it.
Nope.
So, but he did. But
Interesting.
Aranis took damage
Yeah,
from when the
fuck it up.
bone whip. So, is this bone whip spiritual? Does it have a bone whip? Do you understand my common? Is it
It's not sentient,
son of a bitch?
but you did sense it was very evil.
Yes, I'm gonna have to go ahead and kill it. Well, I'm going to attack it with King Lolo's golf club. I'm gonna take out my 9-iron, and I'm really, really just gonna fucking just nail the shit out of it.
Okay.
I get an extra attack as well.
Okay. Yep. Do all your attacks and your damages, and
All right,
tell me what your attack.
it's not.
hit.
Yep. All right. So I got that sucks. I got a 9. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 total? No, that does not hit. That
No, I'm
misses
sorry.
both
I clicked the
doors.
wrong. That was damage. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong.
Okay.
The wrong thing. Yep, it was 9 again. I got a 2. The second attack. Listen, the dice don't lie. It was an 11. That's terrible.
No,
So I took my
that's
golf
not it.
club. I took my golf club out. And I swung twice and I missed. That's
Okay.
bone neck things are not my thing, baby.
Okay.
Damn, that angers me.
And where would you guys be when all this happened?
When what happened?
When you would be having this conversation? When
In the
this
shop. I thought this was in
You're-
the shop.
Oh, you're okay. Oh, well, after the shop, you're like in the
Like
lounge,
right
having
outside.
a drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's inside the.
Okay.
Right?
So
I think we're still inside the
Yeah.
Oasis.
So Spencer, so around this time, you see your swing of a golf club, and as you swing, there's a little glint that sort of throws you off from someone walking through the front door of the
Oasis.
whatever the Oasis Nest.
Divine Rejuvenation
Divine.
and Oasis
Divine. I
Nest.
couldn't think of the word divine. Yeah. So you see someone walking through, a dwarf figure walking through the door, and Spencer,
Yes.
I think you know what to do.
Roll high
Well,
and describe.
We'll let our dwarf describe what they look like.
Wow. Okay. Do I have the dwarf here? Yeah, I got it. Alright, put the dwarf in. Oh
Put
shit.
the dwarf in.
The dwarf is in.
The dwarf. The dwarf.
The dwarf is in.
Fantastic.
Great. Now I gotta redo
Hello.
the things.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Can you
us?
guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
Oh no.
Yep.
can. Yes.
Yeah, you're in.
Oh.
Something's wrong with my audio. Hold on.
We're good.
That's hilarious. Who am I missing now? Buddha, I got you. Oh no, Jake. There we go. You're good?
Oh, he's popping out and back in.
Oh shit.
So
Well,
nice.
things happen.
yeah. So
While this
currently,
is going on, yeah, what the this bone, this bone spur, or whatever it is. I yell at Sprock. I go, Sprock, stop! Make it stop!
I don't know how. I need to make it sharp.
Could it be the doll? What if you destroy the doll?
The doll's on the ground. I'm floating 8 feet in the air.
Hmm.
Adam, you
got
got it? Not yet.
no, we can't hear you.
That's okay.
No. Yeah. So my goal was to have absolute chaos going on when Adam brought his character in. So I think I succeeded on finding that perfect chaos moment.
Yeah, like when the computer, it's gonna be funny is that every now and then he's gonna be like 20, got 20. So it opens and this dwarf walks in of some kind.
Yeah. Yeah, you see a glisten on the door. You see a nice shiny belt around their waist, kind of like a WWF going old school ECW belt.
Okay.
Looks fancy, and I don't know what kind of weapon he has, so I can't give him a cool weapon until I know what weapon he wants. But yeah, you see them walk in, and what are you guys doing while to continue to do your interactions? Sprock, what are you doing? This bone whip is coming out of your throat.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just up here.
Yes, you do.
Do you want to try and do anything?
Should I hit Sprock?
Do you want to grab the bone whip and start slowly moving your hands back and forth on it?
No. That's gross.
Or try and pull yourself to the end of it? Or push it back into you?
Oh my god. What is it going
Those sound uncomfortable, but I don't know.
Booter, is there anything you want to try and do right now?
I mean, let me think.
Never
I
happened
will
before.
cast Dispel Magic on the
Okay.
Bone Whip. We'll just see what happens.
I like that.
Okay.
Booterbot, cool point. Booterbot
Yeah,
gets
roll-
cool point.
Roll me a d20 and add your intelligence, because intelligence is what your spell casting does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so add your intelligence.
Oh, I got a 6 plus 3 is 9.
Okay. So you
Wow.
go to cast this Dispel Magic on this whip, and you can sense that your magic isn't as strong as the magic that is infused within this item.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't really do.
Outclassed.
You can see it try to fuse and fizzle through, like the part that you cast it on stops moving for a moment and then picks back up and starts flowing again.
All right.
Callie, are you doing anything?
I mean, I guess I would like to hit it again.
Okay, swing at it if you want.
So that's 2 attacks. That's a 23 and a 15.
Okay, the 23 hits.
Okay, some damage coming.
Okay.
Is a 3. Oh, no, so it's a 6 damage, but I also get that plus. I get a bonus
So
plus
a
damage. Yeah,
2d6 for what? Fiends and undead?
yeah.
So that would apply here.
For both?
Just the you just get
Just one. Just additional 2d6.
The additional 2d6 for the fiend. Yes.
Okay, so that's a 6 damage plus 6 and a 4. All right, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also
Plus, you get an additional d8 for your improved
right.
divine
That's
smite.
what I was. That's what I was gonna say. And that's a 5. So plus 15. So 6 plus 15. If you do my
21.
long math, it's 21.
Okay. So you hit and you see a chip of a vertebrae go flying off.
I got a chip,
You got a chip?
guys.
Boy.
This thing can die. This thing can die.
And you see this whip start to do like if you're at the gym with the ropes, you do that big little loop to pass it through.
Right.
Watch that loop go all the way through. You see Sprock's body do this little motion, and this whip start to go through this loop go through this whip. As soon as it hits Aranis, it starts getting sucked back into Sprock's throat. So you guys have one round of things to do before this bone whip continues to be sucked back through this little portal in Sprock's throat, with Aranis being pulled with it.
So this thing's grapple with Aaron.
Yes. Sprock, is there anything you want to try and do?
Eat some brains.
Eat some brains.
Prepare to eat Aranis' brains as they come flying by.
Yeah, right. Just a taste.
Just take the head off as the rest of the body goes.
Exactly.
Booter, is there anything you're gonna want to try and do?
I'm looking 1 sec.
Callie, if you're gonna swing, I assume you're gonna swing.
Yes.
Then swing away.
I like to smite this thing.
Go for it.
All right. That's a 25. And so I got one hit.
Okay.
So do I tell you I'm a smite now?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
You
so
just tell me the total damage that you get.
all right, so I'm gonna smite him.
That's
So then I get the damage, and then I get plus. Hold on.
what level
Divine
smite are
Smite.
you doing?
I'm gonna do full smite.
Which
I don't know
level?
what level that would be though. Here, divine
Wait.
smite. Oh, the 3. It would be 3.
A third level. So
Yeah.
you would be
3d8, 5d8.
5d8 plus an additional
D8,
28 for
8d8.
the fiend or undead
Oh shit!
thing
All
for
right,
it too.
so it's 5d8 plus 1d8. All right.
So you get 7d8 total with your improved divine smite.
Yep.
Wow.
3d6 plus 7d8.
All right, roll 7d8 first off. That's a 32. Oh, come on, that's
Okay.
weak. And then I got my previous roll was 6, I think. Yeah, so 6 plus 32, so 38.
38
Yep.
total.
38 damage total.
So
Pretty good.
you get all pissed off and you line up this golf club and you swing and you connect clean on a connection of vertebrae to vertebrae. And you swear that you separated the tip of this from the rest of it. And as you finish your follow through, you see the two parts of this whip float through the air and almost pull together and connect as it continues to suck into Sprock's body.
Nice.
Booter, anything you're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna try something else. So I am going to um, one sec. Let me look at this. I am we're going back to the alchemy jug. I'm going to use my alchemy jug to make oil,
Okay.
and I'm going to basically like charge Aranis as he's being sucked in. I'm going to charge at him, take the oil, and basically like throw it all over him and the bone spur thing, and then
Okay.
tackle him and try and basically like wrench him free of it. Now that he's nice
Okay.
and slippery, or
Okay.
now that
Okay.
the spine thing is nice and slippery.
I'm just thinking of Family Guy with the greased up
Yeah.
guy that they're trying to chase. Okay, so you're able to pour your oil on Aranis. I guess roll me at athletics with disadvantage as you try to grapple a greased up Aranis.
All right. Yeah. I mean, maybe
Adam, I
that's the
like
way
your
to go.
shirt and everything.
Disadvantage athletics. It's gonna be low. Yep. I got a 6.
Okay. Okay. Um, so, welcome to our The Dwarf as the dwarf enters the divine rejuvenation and well, it's the G. I forget the G, Spencer. Divine rejuvenation.
It's divine rejuvenation and Oasis
Oasis Nest.
Nest.
Gentle Oasis Nest or something. This spa resort. Adam, why don't you describe what your dwarf looks like?
Oh, good evening, everybody. Sorry.
Welcome to our new friend, Adam.
Welcome.
I feel a little embarrassed. I'm supposed to be the audio guy, and my audio crapped out, like right as I was supposed to join. So I'm sorry about that.
All good.
Anyways, so my guy is he's 5'1", almost 300 pounds of pure muscle. He's basically bright red hair, bright red mohawk with a big beard, with braids in it, random knots, some gemstones he's found, like little bits and pieces of meals from the last couple of weeks. You know, just a scraggly looking feral beast of a dwarf. And he's got some like almost like tribal tattoos on him, you know, like the ones that were popular in the 90s that everyone regrets having now. Well, he has them kind of all over his arms and legs. But they're like a signifier of the clan he's from, which you guys will find out more. I don't know how much more you want me to like reveal them.
I was gonna give you one
I
other
have
thing.
2 hand axes and a big great axe.
Okay.
And then
And
spiky shoulders.
Perfect. And you also have a big WWF style belt across your waist.
Uh.
That's something that I'll throw on your character sheet in a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's a
This is Valley. Valley sacrificed himself because he only rolled low. Don't be a Valley. Roll high and subscribe.
a symbol of honor amongst your tribe, your clan.
Okay. Should I just add that to my character sheet?
Yeah, I'll send you what to add to that.
A WWF belt?
Yeah.
Sick.
No. So you walk into this resort and spa. You've been traveling for a number of days through these mountains, but that's not unheard of for you. You do know of this place. It's kind of expensive, but it's been a while. You're hungry, you're thirsty, you just need some supplies, and it's easier here than dealing with some of the other crap around. You walk through the door, and you see in front of you an Illithid, a mind flayer, floating in the air, about 5 to 8 feet. This bone spike, this bone whip. Think of like a dinosaur vertebrae tail. That whole thing just protruding from this mind flayer's throat area. At the other end of that, there is is Ernest a drow? No. Regular
He's
elf.
a regular elf. He's a high elf,
He's
actually.
a high elf. Is pinned through the spike at the end of this whip, kind of like barbed at the end. And you see this creature, this elf is covered in oil, and a Warforged robot is jumping on it, trying to tackle it while it's all greasy. And it looks like this bone whip is being pulled back into this mind flayer creature as you see an elephant swinging at this whip wildly with a golf club.
Locks it up.
And as you roll me a perception check. As you walk in to see this peaceful, relaxing scene in a spa.
All right, it's my first dice roll, official dice roll in like 4 years. You said it was a
Perception. Yeah.
All right. So that is so I got a 14.
Hey.
14. Okay. So you've had a mission, a vision, a destiny, a fate, if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this image in your mind that you've taken with you throughout all these travels. And as you walk through and you see this chaos unfolding in front of you, there's something about this mind flayer that draws your attention, catches your eye. This symbol on their face. It is the symbol that you've been looking for.
Yes.
And about this moment, you see this bone whip finish pulling all the way inside of this mind flayer. And somehow this high elf gets sucked into the throat of this mind flayer before Sprock, your body collapses onto the ground. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Sprock.
See.
Well, or whenever Sprock gets back, he can roll me that con save. You just see Sprock collapse on the ground. Booter, Kali, Aranis has been sucked inside of Sprock.
Well, I look horrified at it as I stand there covered in oil, reconsidering my previous decisions. And I turn and I look at the dwarf and I think to myself, well, this is not how I wanted to get introduced.
All right. Well, I'm gonna I can see Sprock's face, right?
Yeah, you see him collapse on the ground. You see his face with the tattoo, and this elephant, this robot, are just sort of like standing around, sort of confused, bewildered of what's going on.
I stand up
I'm-
and I say, I swear, I've never even heard of Diddy.
Yeah, I know. Every time I hear oil or covered in oil, that's the first thing I go to. But I see his face, and I'm just gonna run right, just push past them, and be like, "That's the symbol I've been looking for." And I'm gonna run up to him and like I'm gonna. You said he's collapsed, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
he's lost consciousness.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to get his wake him up. I don't know if I could do a medicine.
Well, yeah. Roll me medicine to see, as you're there, like holding him, to see how his condition, to see what it looks
You
like.
know what? Cool point. Cool point. Medicine. Not ever.
Yep.
No one ever rolls
Well, you're
medicine.
checking on their condition.
I'd like to nominate for a cool point.
13.
Absolutely. Yeah. 13. So you don't. It's hard to tell the complexities of a mind flayer's anatomy and how their body operates, but it looks like they're alive, just unconscious. And as you're moving them around, it seems like it's a little bit deeper than just falling asleep or fainting. Like there's some magic here. There's something else that's keeping them asleep, but they are alive.
Okay. And he's still part human still, right? Or I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Elf?
yeah. Part drow, dark elf.
Drow.
So it's like a
Okay.
mix of like mind flayer and elf.
So what just happened to him was he got attacked by a full mind flayer, right?
So he
Is that what I witnessed?
no. What you witness is just this bone thing being pulled through him. He is already like this.
Oh,
And you saw. Yeah.
right. That bone thing that was being pulled through him.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Oh,
We don't know.
I'm gonna
Yeah, we
ask.
don't-
Okay, so I'm gonna ask them.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Callie's gonna be like, in an elephant
You beat the
voice,
shit
however
out
the
of
elephant
Callie.
voice sounds. It was very evil. It was-
Elephant is Jamaican.
Hey, blood clot. It was the bomba class. It was mad evil. I sensed that there was mad evil up in this blood clot.
Yeah, it took our friend. That's our second friend that we've lost in just this evening.
Aye, but I need to speak to him. I need to. This is the man This is the one I've been seeking.
You all feel and hear this massive explosion from beneath you, beneath the ground of this resort and spa.
Like reverberating
Think of-
from the
yeah.
ground.
From below. Think of like detonation charges in a mine. Like
Are we on the ground level?
you're on the surface level, yes.
Oh, so like, oh,
So this is below.
Well, what was that?
I don't know. We should get out of here though.
Yeah. Let's.
Like
Does-
I'm already like, this is out of my comfort zone. I don't like being indoors. I don't like new people, but like I know that I need to save this guy. I don't really care about you guys yet. So I'm just gonna throw him over my shoulder and say, I'm leaving. You all can join me.
All right.
Or
Well,
not. But
hey, that's our friend,
Deuces.
and I run after you.
Yeah,
You just like basically kidnapped our buddy.
I'm a good one. I'm a good guy. Just come.
uh,
And around this time, you all see Ignis with Baby Zergo on her chest, sprinting from the doorway at the end of the hall that went down to that cultist chamber. And you see Ignis
Ignis, you're free.
smoking a Marlboro Red, saying, "Get the hell out of here!
okay.
It's open.
Okay,
Let's
then we're all
go.
agreed.
Let's
We
go.
need to
Yeah.
leave. Let's
The
go.
force
Come
is
on.
down."
I
Nobody ever
don't know how
leaves
Jamaicans
Spring's
say
place
come, but it's
happy.
hey, come on, and and I'm running.
Look at that.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Yep, you guys are all able to rush out of the spa. And I assume you guys are going to be going in the direction towards Deson, where you want to go?
Yeah. Since Brock was like, I guess I'll try to lead. I'll try to lead the. You
Well-
grabbing. Like, does anyone know where they're? Do we know? Can we perceive where the mountain is? Was that where the mountain was?
Well,
All right,
you
so-
guys were at.
So we're at the oasis, and we were
Yeah.
trying to travel towards the mountain, but the mountain keeps
that's-
moving.
the
each-
mountain.
Well, we're past that point. I thought that we've gotten.
No.
to the mountain.
No.
The mountain
Well, we
that
don't really-
doesn't move is
Yeah.
where the spa is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what direction did these people? We don't know.
So, Jerry Springer told you to head east from here.
Let's go that way.
So, whoever wants to try and lead the way, a survival check with advantage. Because you have your frequent shopper card and you can sense where east is.
Just so you guys know. Well, actually, I'll just RP it. I know these mountains like the back of my hand. Come with me. We go east.
I'll follow this guy. I will follow this
Sure.
guy.
Sure. I mean, he's still carrying our friend, and I
Just-
think we need to like figure out who the hell this guy is.
Well, I'm essentially carrying him, one, because it doesn't encumber me really, like, and elves are generally light, but I'm a dwarf and I'm built for this type of thing. So, but I'm like genuinely worried for this guy. You guys will find out soon why, but like, I'm trying to give off vibes that like I'm friendly.
Oh
Like-
yeah, for sure. I don't trust people right away. That's all.
Like,
Yeah,
Like,
I get
you're-
it. I get it.
Yeah, like you're hanging brain just to show everyone you're cool.
Yeah. Like, imagine trying to convince RoboCop you're friendly. That's what you're.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
not to mention,
but
you-
I mean, I don't-
convince RoboCop you're friendly when you picked up his wounded buddy and were just like, and I'm gonna leave with this guy. Like, yeah. So I'm
Rees.
still skeptical right now, but yeah, that's all good.
So, Adam,
I'll do a survival with
no.
advantage.
what did you tell everyone your name yet?
Oh, when I came in, I think I did. I'm Turgan. Okay.
You're gonna feel a tusk on your shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "Lead away, my friend." But what is your name?
And I'm
In
gonna
Jamaican.
go, Turgan Baldark. They call me the Troll Slayer.
Ooh.
It's-
All
we can
right.
get into the. I'll tell you guys about it later, but let's go.
Yeah, we're kind of
All right. Turgan, because you are from these mountains, you don't need to roll that survival check.
Oh,
But
okay.
you don't need to roll a survival check to find your way in the mountains because you know them so well. But roll me a regular survival check to find a cave or alcove or some place where you would hunker down for the evening, because it is getting closer later in the day. You guys are getting ready to spend the night here when.
So
Oh, shit.
I have proficiency in that. So do I get I just add my proficiency bonus, or do I roll it?
Yeah, It's your D20 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom bonus.
Got it. 20 plus 4, so 24. Swear to God.
A dirty 20
You see
or
it?
natural 20? I can't see it. The
Natural 20. Yeah,
Natural.
swear to God, it's natural.
I believe you. So, what is Turgan's ideal campsite look like?
A cave. Well, like if we're trying to hunker down when like shit's hitting the fan, a cave. But any old day, I got like something that kind of resembles like a yurt crossed with a teepee.
Okay.
And then if it's like nice and warm out and there's no danger, well, I'll sleep under the stars and with my
Okay.
bedroll.
Perfect. So you're Sprock over your shoulder, leading this group to a nice safe spot. You see a little stream nearby, and look up. You see what looks to be what you know is a nice safe cave to hunker down in. You're able to get everyone there, and you guys are able to crash for the night here and have any conversations that you would want to. And
I'm
whenever
still passed out.
whenever Jake gets back, Sprock's gonna wake up.
Hmm.
So he's just passed out until
Until further
Jake
notice,
IRL comes back.
But it gives us a time for you guys to. I
Yeah.
can tell you guys more about my character if you'd like.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
have time
you
to
led us
chat
to
here.
a cave. You took care of our friend. You didn't hurt him. So I'm willing to hear what you have to say.
You guys chat. I'll be right back.
Guys,
All right.
So, sir,
yeah,
Mr. Baldirk,
let's get to the bottom here.
Troll Slayer. How? I guess let's start with. Why are you here?
Well, I had a nightmare a couple fortnights back where some weird-looking ghoul-like things with rotting flesh attacked my clan. And, well, they killed everybody. And right as they were going to kill me, your friend here appeared and saved me. And very unique mark on his face. Well, I talked to my shaman. He said it's a omen of doom.
Oh,
So I was told to seek him out. And I've been traveling for days. And by chance, I ran into you guys.
Um,
Found him.
I mean, given how unlikely it is that you would find travelers in the world, it must not be a chance encounter.
Chris,
Exactly.
would I know of since
Of
he
the
yeah
of the
of the clan being from Trigard,
you would know
or
of
just
their
like rumors, right?
you would know of their existence from stories you've heard. You've never directly met anyone from the clan,
I will say okay.
But-
Then so
but people you've sent into the mountains have. There's only been one person that's come back that said they've interacted with someone from the clan.
okay. This is the first time I can't even do Jamaican. The first time I've been able to. What did it say? I've heard about your clan, but I've never seen someone come from the clan before. King Lololo will certainly be interested in your clan in the future for future barters, but so interesting. I've heard a lot about you. So rumors, mostly myths, of you mountain people. don't feel. And can I sense good or evil? Can I do a?
You can do a divine sense.
Yeah, can I do a divine sense on our friend?
Mhm.
And how would that play out? Would he? Would I?
Well, you can use your ability, and it would show if any of those would apply to
Because Aranis, I know,
Turgon.
Aranis is going to be asking me to do it. He's going to say, maybe you should sense this
Well,
guy
no,
before we
Arendis is
sleep.
gone.
Wait, Aranis is dead,
No,
or he's
he
taken
got sucked.
He's sucked
He got
inside of Sprock.
inside Sprock. Did I miss something? Wait, what the fuck? Maybe I got too excited that another player was joining that I missed that. All right, we'll have to explain
That
that.
was like the whole thing with the spine vertebrae thing, man. That was the whole point.
Wait, hold on one second. Then let me rephrase this. I've heard of you mountain people. Have you ever seen anything happen like that before? Can we get Aranis back? What happened to Aranis? What is he?
Ignis will chime in, hearing the description of the whip that you guys are saying. That whip sounds familiar, and we'll tell you about the. Well, I don't know if Ignis would tell you, but I'm revealing this to you from Ignis about that large creature in that she saw through the portal. Like the demon lord there, and do you think the demon lord had a whip like that?
Whoa. You mean okay. Hold
on, I need to go for a moment.
I'm gonna ask Troll Slayer.
Right.
We've met our friend here. Let's evaluate this this. Are you sure he had a mark on his face? And as we go over, I guess we'll look at it, and it certainly looks like a tattoo of a dick.
Is this the same? I guess I should wait for Chris. But is this the same mark that we all got for serving?
No.
Ball.
This is This is a while ago. Sprock got a tattoo of a dick on his face. This is like pre Butterbot Agot Two Man Slayer. So yeah. And the weird part about this one is that you're with the three people who weren't a part of the group. So let's see. Well, Troll Slayer. Do you know anything about the? Do you know anything about Titan Tamer? Does Titan Tamer the name sound familiar to you? Because that's who we're looking for. Titan Tamer Mountain.
Aye. It moves around a lot. I hear.
Yes.
But I think it's best to look in the daytime.
Yes. I am Troll Slayer. Why do you have the name Troll Slayer?
Well, the clan I come from, we're considered, well, in case of emergency, break glass. That's the kind of guys we are. Last resort for the dwarves. But also, in great times of need, they call upon my people to help them. Troll Slayer just means, well, I really don't like trolls. And I like to kill them. Most of my other sons, they're Troll Slayers as well. We also have Gnoll Slayers, Orc Slayers, Bugbear Slayers. Doesn't sound as good though on the tongue. For me, Troll Slayers is what I like, is what I do best. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk in my regular voice, but basically
Yeah.
this is gonna be like a bit of a meta explanation. So yeah, we're like consider us like the almost like anti-heroes, Suicide Squad type for the dwarves. We were like berserkers, you know, like Vikings.
Mhm.
They had like their Viking warriors, but then they had the dudes that took mushrooms and they went nuts, the berserkers. So we're like we're kind of like that. Like we're a little too crazy to live in dwarf society. So we live in the mountains in like clans versus like, you know, these great gilded halls and, you know, inside the mountain types. We'd rather be outside. And we've got a very like tenuous relationship with the dwarves where most dwarves when they see me, they'll be a little weary. Like because they know what we're capable of. Like um and we don't really run into regular everyday folk because we're so good at staying hidden. Um, like we can basically, if you see us, if you happen to see us out in the wild, if you look back, we'll be gone. We're very good at staying hidden. Um,
I
and
don't
just
mean
kind
to break up the RP. Sorry. I gotta run. Kai is not feeling good.
Oh
But this is
shit!
a great. It's okay. It's a great stopping part. We got the transition.
We're at camp. Yeah.
We're at camp. So if you guys want to keep RPing for as long as you want for the night, I'm good. You're good to hang out here. Nothing crazy is gonna happen to you guys.